And so my question, does social media have a positive or negative impact on teens' mental health? Give me a sec to write that. By the raise of hand, how many of you are on 2 or more social media? So basically everyone. This shows you how important this is to learn about. And so what is social media? Social media is any digital platform that allows a user to distribute information to the public. And so in 2019, the average user spends 2 hours and 16 minutes each day on social media alone. So the positive impact of social media can create relationships with different people. Like example is Tinder. You can find the same people in age, wanting to date, same interests. And it also helps you stay connected with your friends or family. Example, Snapchat is a good one. Snapchat does a really good job of this too, because they have these things called streaks, and streaks force you to talk to people every day, type of thing, and so it just makes you stay more connected. And then it's a good tool to use to raise awareness. You probably all know the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. How many of you guys participated in that? So quite a few of you. So that was to raise awareness for Lou Gehrig's disease, and it was just a challenge that you got nominated by your friends to do, and it just you got ice water poured over your head. The negative impact is people who spend too much time on social media tend to feel anxious, lonely, and depressed. And social media also causes FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. And more negatives. In a 2018 survey done by the Pew Research Center of U.S. teens, 1 in every 6 have experienced at least one of these abusive behaviors, and that is name calling, spreading false rumors, receiving unsolicited explicit images, being tracked by someone other than their parents, physical threats, or having explicit images shared without their consent. And no one really wants that to happen to them. I really like this part of the video.
And now you must be asking yourself, how does social media cause insecurity? Well, I'll tell you how. Each and every one of us here have a highlight reel. And just like in sports, a highlight reel is a collection of your best and brightest moments. Now, social media is your own personal highlight reel. You always want to show off your wins, best looks, amazing holidays, and unforgettable meals. And even though appreciating the good things in life isn't a bad thing, the highlight reel is the cause of most teenagers' insecurities today. And that's because we're always comparing our struggles or behind the scenes to other people's highlight reels. You look at a picture of your best friend on the beach and think, why can't I go on holiday? Why isn't my skin as clear or my body as toned? You see, all this insecurity comes from the constant comparison between you and the people you follow. The second stressor we encounter while going through our social media is the social currency. Now, just like the Kenya shilling, a currency is something we use to attribute value to our product or service. Now, in social media, the likes, the comments, the shares, this has become this form of social currency by which we attribute value to something. And the problem with this is we are the product. So when you look for the perfect photo to post and you get a like, comment, or share in return, it becomes a recorded transaction. And now you...
Alright, so to go back to the video. Why is it going forward? She then talks about how people will take down their posts because they don't get enough likes, is in their opinion, and so they feel self-conscious about themselves. And that's just the social currency that she's talking about. Is if your product isn't getting enough likes, then you're gonna take it off the shelf, just like in any store. And so here's a survey also done. It was to British 14 to 24-year-olds, and just the impact of social media on their well-being. And so the darkest red is negative, and the darkest blue is the positives. You can just tell that there's a lot of negatives and positives to the whole thing. And then, in my opinion, I believe that social media is a great tool, and it allows us to connect with the world we live in today. The negative impact comes from the platform that isn't being used responsibly. My solution my solution for controlling social media effects of our mental health comes from education. And I bet you all think that you guys have been taught about this in school, but in my opinion, I feel like that I was taught too late in my life, and I was already on social media and already created that addiction. And so by the time I was taught about these, it was kind of hard to break. So I think that schools should teach kids before they start using at a very young age to help them navigate the platforms responsibly. And that's it.